So I get walked into this cell. It's about 7 by 7, and the CO that walked me into the cell told the girl who was in there, pretty much did an introduction and told her she's a first timer, go over with her the green book and the rules, and show her how things are supposed to go around here. Now, when I get into the cell, this girl is bouncing off the walls, and I just want to sit down and cry. And she just was, and she kept calling me Bunkie. And I'm like, why is she calling me Bunkie? What is that? What does that mean? First of all, I had on a name tag that didn't even have my name on it. It's just a number. You're a number when you're in there. You are a number. You lose your identity as who you were, and you are now a number. But she kept calling me Bunkie. And she just kind of like, broke the ice. And she dropped her entire jumpsuit, sat on a commode, and said, Bunkie, this is a courtesy flush. I was like, oh my God, what is happening here? Anyway, took some time for me to get used to that, but I thank God for her. Stephanie, Murray, Blaze, Smurf, girl, you know I love you. If it wasn't for you, I don't know how I would have made it through them days. But every time the COs would come by, like every 10 to 15 minutes, she would be bamming on the window, bamming on the little window, like a 2x4 window on the door, telling them, come, my Bunkie need a blue card. My Bunkie need a blue card. She ain't supposed to be over here. She needs to be on the other side. Now, the other side was consisted of like 10 females that hold jobs within the facility. There was only 10 jobs in the facility. In general population, there was about 60 women, and then on the other side, there's 10 women, 10 workers, 10 worker women. And so you have to like be there for a while to get on that side. But every time the CO would walk by, she kept telling them, my Bunkie needs to be over there. My Bunkie needs to be over there. She's not supposed to be here. So I told her, can you like bring that down a little bit? Like, I don't want to bring like a lot of attention to myself. And she's like, no, Bunkie, I got you. And we, during that time, we traded a lot of stories. There was a couple days later, she had to go to court, and she knew that I prayed. So she asked if I would pray with her. So I prayed with her. She went to court, came back with a paper, waving it in the air like a helicopter, telling everybody like she's kicking her heels in the air, talking about, I'm getting released, I'm going home. And then she told everybody, go see my Bunkie. She got a juice card with God. Go see my Bunkie. She got a juice card. And I was like, what is wrong with this lady? What is going on? So people would come to me for prayer. And every person that came to me for prayer, they would go to court, and then they would come back with a slip to be released. So I got to be known as a person that you could go to and talk to, and a person you can go to for prayer. So maybe like, I'm thinking maybe like a week went by. I was transferred to the other side. Now, before I was transferred to the other side, I still had to get acclimated to being on lockdown for 23 hours a day. 23 hours a day. And then that 1 hour was not all at one time. It was, you can come out your cell like 2 15-minute breaks, a 30-minute lunch, and a 30-minute dinner. Other than that, it was lockdown, 23 hours. And I was getting claustrophobic, you know what I mean? I couldn't stand being confined like that. And there was like a intercom in there, and I would press the button unknowingly, asking, can we crack the door? Can we open the door? Like, just crack the door so I could get some air up in here. And they would not crack that door. And I was so happy when I got sent to the other side. On the other side, they wear the red and white jumpsuits. Remind me of Cat in a Hat. I never want to see another red and white striped jumpsuit for the rest of my life. So over that side, it was pretty much like day camp or something. It was like we were not monitored, only through the bubble, which was a camera where they could watch us. And then they would come through every like hour and just do a count to make sure everybody was there. And there were about, I'm going to say 5 cells, 7 by 7, and 2 people to a cell. The cells consisted of a bunk bed, a sink, a toilet, and a shower. We had a shower in there too. And we didn't have to be in our cells 23 hours a day. We could be out in like the day room area. The day room area had a TV, a microwave. There was like a little courtyard. You could just leave out of a door and go into a courtyard. But the ceiling was like a dome, so we really couldn't see like the sky, but it was lit. Like you could see it was lit up in the daytime. So my whole focus was getting out of there. So whatever letter I had to write, whoever I had to escalate to, I was like, my main mission was I have to get out of here. But once I embraced the fact that I'm not getting out and that I'm doing my time, then that's what it became. Wake up and do your time. So so there at that facility, it was mostly women that pretty much was passing through because maybe they got caught up on a violation of probation, so they did like 30 days or less, or maybe had to do like a week or something. So I saw a lot of people come and go, lots of women just come and go and come and go. And we bonded. We prayed together. We had devotion together. We played Scrabble together. We played spades. So it turned out not to be so bad. Once I fixed my mind that, okay, this is what it is. And I was praying like, okay, God, you said in your word, until now you have asked nothing in my name. Asking you shall receive, that your joy may be full. So I was asking, okay, so tomorrow, I'm asking to be released up out of here in the name of Jesus. You said it. But I had to learn that if it be your will. And so it turned out that it was God's will for me to do my time. The blessing in that is that I'm glad I did do my time. I didn't have to do the entire 365 days because I became a worker. So that cut my time in half. Now, being a worker was not easy. Felt like a slave. Had to clean the jail, the bathrooms, the visiting rooms, all the trash, all the garbages in the entire jail facility. And that job was a graveyard shift job. So the CO would come and get us, maybe like 3 of us come and get us to do that job, maybe around 10 o'clock at night, and then keep us out till for a few hours. And I really enjoyed that job because I felt like it gave me purpose. And then the best part is when we got to take the garbages out, which probably sound crazy to you guys, but it was nighttime and I was able to go outside to the big garbage can bins, and I could feel the fresh air on my face. Like you don't even realize how much you miss fresh air till you don't have fresh air. So that was important to me, to do that job. And I did that job, and I mopped those halls, and I cleaned the captain. I cleaned his office, and I did that. I had to do that, and I made it. I made it through. I didn't think I was gonna make it through the next second, and there was sometimes when we would talk, and then I would say, "Oh, stop! I have to cry." And I would do the ugly cry for about 2 minutes and 2 seconds, and then bring it back and be like, okay, I'm good, I'm ready. So it was time for me to be released. And I was very anxious. I didn't sleep that night. I missed my kids. It was so sad when my then husband came and brought the kids to visit. The first time when he brought my daughter, the baby, she was trying to hit the glass, like, why can't I touch my mommy? Like, what, what's going on? And she couldn't get to me. And then the second time he brought her, she was actually walking. She was walking, and she was looking at me like, who are you? And that just broke my heart. It just broke my soul. And when he brought my son, Lord have mercy, my son, as soon as he saw me approaching the window to sit down, he just went, and he would not look up. He wouldn't grab the telephone, and I kept telling him, Cole, it's all right, it's okay, mommy's fine, mommy's okay. And he couldn't look at me. He wouldn't look at me. And I told Warren, do not bring them up here anymore. Don't bring them up here no more. Do not bring them. I do not want them seeing me like this. Forget about how I feel about wanting to see my kids. I had to think about what it looked like for them. They didn't want to see their mom in that situation. So I asked him not to bring them anymore. So when I did get released, they gave me back my clothes that I came in with. Unbeknownst to me, all of that bread that they feed you, I had gained some weight. I couldn't even button the pants up. But I got picked up, and it just was like unreal. And when I got home, my two kids who lived at the house, they were mommy. But my baby was kind of hesitant, like, who are you, and she wouldn't come to me. And so, but she learned that as her older siblings kept calling me mommy and getting in the bed with me, then she started calling me mommy and started getting in the bed with me. So that was a real life-changing experience. Something that, like I said before, I don't share with a lot of people, but I will share when I feel led to share it. There is a lot more with my experience there at Monroe Detention Center. But I just want to keep it short. I just want to tell my story. And if you want to know specific details, please reach out to me. If you are facing a situation and you don't know what to do, please reach out to me. I have done the work. I have accepted responsibility. I didn't give up on my dreams. Before I went in, I was about 2 years into my associate's degree to get my degree in psychology. After that, I picked right back up and obtained my bachelor's degree in psychology and minor in criminal justice. And now I am venturing to receive my master's certification in life coaching. So I hope this helps someone along the way. I hope I didn't talk too long. And you all have a blessed day on purpose. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, subscribe, and let someone else know that there's nothing so bad that it cannot be worse, and that God has solutions to problems you haven't even had yet. Rest in peace, John Harris.